I'm Paul V. Harris, author of Living Your Destiny, How to Get Everything You Want Faster Than You Ever Dreamed Possible, and founder of drinspiration.com. This week, what I'm going to talk about is fear. What is fear? There's two kinds of fear. There's real fear and an imaginary fear. The thing is, people are like, oh, we need to remove fear from our lives. Ultimately, the number one question people ask me all the time is, how do I remove fear? Well, fear is not really something you need to remove. It's something you need to master. If we removed fear from our lives, we would be stepping off of buildings, walking in front of cars, getting ourselves in situations that would cause us physical or bodily harm. So fear is something that is a necessary part of life. So it's not real fear that's a challenge. The challenge is manifested fear or imaginary fear. A fear that you've created in your mind that is stopping you from taking action to live your destiny, to have everything you want in your life. How do we remove that fear? How do we transform that fear energy to be able to take action and get what it is we want in our life, instead of pause or hesitate or tremble or be paralyzed in that fear? What do we do? There are a bunch of different ways to handle this fear, and first of all, what you've got to do is identify the truth. What is the truth in the fear? My favorite way to master fear is just to go head on. Head on. When you're afraid of something, just go do it. The reason why that's my favorite way is because it's the fastest way to master fear. It's the fastest way to realize what the truth really is. Because as soon as you take action on that fear, as soon as you realize it, as soon as you take action on it, you begin to realize that what you thought was going to happen didn't happen. It didn't happen at all. So that manifested fear, that unreal emotion that goes with, oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? That projecting that future never occurs. The chances are, what I tell people is, okay, first of all, what you want to do is you want to write down what is the worst that could happen if you took action on this fear. Whatever the fear is. Let's, for sake of an example, we're going to use public speaking, for instance. For instance, you get up on stage, what's the worst that can happen? Okay, the worst that could happen would be I could trip and fall on my way up there. People would laugh. I could make a complete fool out of myself. So people are laughing, you're entertaining people, and you got through it. And you learned something. What's there to be afraid of? Nobody's going to shoot you. Nobody's going to hang you by the neck. This is not a life-threatening fear at all. Yet, the feeling that we feel before we take the action is very much a real feeling. So we have to transform that unbelievable fear, that unbelievable feeling of doom and gloom of a life-threatening event occurring, of something life-threatening happening to us, that we've got to realize the truth. The truth is, we get up there, we speak in front of others, what's going to happen? Number one, we're going to get better at it, and we're going to gain confidence. Because the more confidence you have in something, the less fear you have. The more you learn about what you fear, the less fear you have. The more you take action against that fear, the less fear you have. And then you'll be able to take action over and over and over, because you realize that when I have a fear, it's not real. It's just an emotion in my mind of uncertainty, of what if something may happen when I do this. Well, what's the other side of that? The other side of that is, what if nothing happens at all? What if it's massive success? What if whatever is that I want to do, or that you want to do, what if you get exactly what you want when you take action? How good would that be? Don't let fear stop you from living life. If you let fear run your life, you're going to wake up one day and you're going to wonder what happened to your life, because it's going to be over. Life is too short and too precious of a commodity to be wasting 1 second of it living in fear. You can master your fear. Live your destiny. It's your time to live your destiny. I'll see you in the next video.